it's quite clear now, whichever way you want to cut it. I mean, we've got the reporter who claims that, look, fake stuff, false stuff, made mistakes, etc., were either given to us, we didn't do our due diligence, we put it out there. So many times you have sat on this show and accused times now of doing all sorts of things, and you have never really held your punches. So I want to ask you, Dr. Sumansi Raman, if a tall yarn was spun for some sort of propaganda value and it was amplified, obviously for propaganda value by Freedom House and all these other vested interests internationally, why should anyone be questioning the probe? What's the problem? Should this not be exposed? Should the Delhi police crawl back into its little burrow and say, let 10 more organizations go out there and expend fake news so that it is used by India's detractors, its baiters, to paint Rahul, a dark picture? Is that what we want? Do you condemn the Editors Guild today? I'm asking you a straight question, Dr. Sumansi Raman. Do you condemn the Editors Guild for going beyond its brief and trying to paint this particular probe as a witch hunt?
No, they did not. The Editors Guild unequivocally condemned the Wire for the manner in which they reported this story. Right? So that is in the second
para. Are you up with your facts?
In case you missed it, you can go back.
There is a latest statement, Dr. Raman, you are not up with your facts. You haven't come researched. Usually you do. Maybe you are well researched when you need to take down this portal, this channel. But I'm sorry.
You're not going to let me speak.
I will.
Okay, you go ahead.
One second. Yes.
Hang on. Go ahead. You're not going to let me speak.
Siddharth Talia is going to bring out the latest. 1 second, viewers. 1 second, doctor. The latest Editors Guild statement comes out and questions the motives of the Delhi crime branch.
Phones were seized.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
1 second.
Finish.
The hash value of the mobile phones should have been given as per the IT Act. In fact, in your own interview with Devesh, that is exactly what he said, that he asked for the hash value to be given and it was not given. So there is always a possibility that something could be planted on those devices at any point of time. Now, these are things which have been questioned by the Editors Guild. And if you say that that also should not be questioned, they have questioned two things. They have questioned the undue haste and they've questioned the manner in which these so-called quote-unquote raids or searches have been carried out and the manner in which this material has been seized without ensuring that no evidence, quote-unquote evidence, can be planted on these devices in future. That is a very, very serious charge. I don't know whether you're
now just hang on. Now, 1 second, doctor. We've heard you. Here is the statement.
Wilson
the haste with which... 1 minute.
Case
ho gaya, sir. You've given your point. You're talking through your hat. Now, let me just very quickly put this in perspective. Dr. Ranganathan is also listening in. Now, listen to me.
The Editors Guild
One spin doctor to the real doctor. Let me go to the real doctor. 1 second. Give me 30 seconds. Now, viewers, quote unquote, the haste with which the police searches were carried out in multiple locations is excessive and disproportionate and in the manner of a fishing and roving inquiry, unquote. This after the Delhi police issued notices to the Wire. Come join our probe. Now, viewers, this is the same guild that said, let's lock up certain other editors. How dare they transgress the values of this hallowed profession called journalists? These are hypocrites. They've got very cozy jobs, you see. They sit and lecture, sinecures.
Rahul, there
go
is
do
a
job.
By
no, hang on. 1 second, doctor.
On Twitter.
Go do a job.
At
go do a job. Go do a job.
People may want to read that thread
Put your hand on the Bible of journalism and do an honest day's work. Don't sit in sinecures and live off the fat. The haste with which the police searches were carried out in multiple locations is excessive and disproportionate and in the manner of a fishing and roving inquiry, unquote. India's image is maligned. people are admitting
Hash
that
value.
their reportage.
Hash value.
Listen, 1 second. Don't make a hash of things, doctor. Calm down.
You're not talking about that at all.
Don't make a hash
very
of things.
crucial
Don't make a
part
hash
of what
of
the
things.
Editors Guild has raised.
I am reading this statement, quote unquote, from your favorite
I'm
newspaper,
not.
The Hindu. Why are you crucifying me?
Read 2 sentences later.
I can read all those sentences, but this is a fishing and roving inquiry. You get a warrant.
Please.
You issue a notice. Hang on 1 second. You issue a notice. You come with a warrant. What is fishing and roving? Should they not inquire? Should any Joe Blow get up and be allowed to go out there? No, 1 second. Go out there and rubbish this country, become part of a larger propaganda to malign its image, and then think that with the right virtue signaling, they will be let off. Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this? I find